Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Robin and today we're doing the spoiler tag. I was tagged by my good friend Ray over at Bookmark Chronicles. I'll have her video down below. And I think the original tag was Gunpowder Fiction and Plot, so I'll also have their video down below as well. So as always, I did not prepare any of the answers, so let's see what happens. First question. What do you consider a spoiler? A spoiler is anything that, if you know the information, will make it's the essence of the book. And knowing that is like, why did I even read this? Although that can happen anyway, even if you don't know the essence of the book. Sometimes you're like, why did I read this? That's neither here nor there. That's a different type of problem. Question 2. Does the genre you're reading impact what you consider to be a spoiler? Definitely. So if it's a thriller and you know what the plot twist is, then that's clearly the spoiler, because thrillers are always leading up to the plot twist. It's the thing that makes it a mystery. And once you know the mystery, you've been spoiled. I mean, I guess there's people who still read it anyway, but why? I think mystery thrillers are really the only ones that have a huge impact for spoilers for me. Because I can know what happens in a literary fiction novel and still want to read it. Or, because oftentimes those are more character driven instead of plot driven. Or if something has, let's see, can fantasy be spoiled for me? I guess fantasy can be spoiled. How? I'm not sure, but it definitely can be. There's some kind of element that, again, if there's a plot twist, then spoiled. I don't want to read it. All the best bits are in the trailer. Sometimes a synopsis can be too detailed. Do you research books prior to reading them, or do you prefer to know nothing about the book? So I definitely read synopses before I pick up books, but the great thing about me is that my memory is shit. So I will read the synopsis and then won't pick up a book for months, and then I will have totally forgotten what it's generally about. And so it's not spoiled because I don't remember. Sometimes the introduction or translator's notes can spoil the ending, especially for classics. Has this ever happened to you? I'm gonna say no, because I usually skip over those parts, even though I know that I shouldn't, but I do anyway. So it never gets spoiled for me. Name a time somebody spoiled a novel for you. So what happened was I asked the person a clarifying question about a book I was reading. I don't even remember what the book is at this point, but I asked a clarifying question about something that I had read, and it didn't really require a spoil. So they gave me the answer to the clarifying question, but in that answer, they also told me about somebody who died, and I was like, excuse me? And they were like, oh yeah, because this, and this happens. And I was like, I'm not there yet. And then by the time I got to the part where the person died, it was just so anticlimactic because I knew it was coming. I think I was anticipating it at that point. And then I was just like, I don't even care. What was that book? It was okay because it didn't even turn out to be that great of a book for me, to be honest. Clearly, because I cannot remember the name of it. Have you ever spoiled a novel for somebody else? I have spoiled something if someone has asked me to spoil it for them. Otherwise, I give the vaguest summaries of books that I possibly can to someone. Or if they ask me a question, I will just try to give the vaguest answer. But if they ask, they're like, I don't care, I really want to know, then I'll go ahead and spoil it because you asked me to spoil it, and so I'm just doing what you asked for. If spoilers ruin novels, are there some authors or genres that you can't reread? So I can't really reread thrillers and mysteries because once you know the plot twist, you know it, you can't unknow it. And so I don't want to reread something anticipating what's going to happen because I already know. But just in general, I don't reread things because I already know what happens. And so that's half the fun for me. It's just the anticipation of what is going to happen. But once I know what happens, I do not care. Let's move on to the next thing. When reviewing, are you spoiler free? Does this limit your ability to discuss? I try to be as spoiler free as possible. I don't think I've ever spoiled something for someone on this channel, but if I have, comment down below and let me know if I spoiled something for you. And I think that if I do spoil something, I will say like, this is gonna be a little spoilery. It gets hard when you're trying to talk about like sequels in a series because you can't really talk about it without spoiling what already happened, because usually the books are building upon on themselves. So that's a little limiting. I guess if I did like really in-depth reviews and I would be like, this is the spoiler alert section, but I don't do those. So yeah, I don't think I've spoiled anything for you guys. I hope not. And the last question is shout out. Tell us about 5 channels you enjoy and tag them. So I am going to tag Amber from Books of Amber, Jess from Jess the Book Freak, Rima from RimaReads, of course my partner in tags, Kit from Kit's World, and is that 5? Serena from awanderingmind. So they are all tagged. And if you want to do this tag, then you are also tagged. So until next time, bye.